Whether you're a DIY enthusiast or just someone looking for clever, time-tested solutions to everyday problems, you've come to the right place. Today we'll share some of Grandpa's most ingenious handyman tips and tricks that have been passed down through generations. These are practical hacks that can save you time, effort, and money, while helping you tackle common household tasks like a pro. From smart ways to organize your tools, to unexpected uses for everyday items, to fixing things the right way without breaking the bank, you'll find something here for every situation. Grandpa's wisdom stands the test of time, and these tips prove that sometimes the simplest solutions are the most effective. Make sure to stick around until the end so you don't miss any of these brilliant ideas. We love hearing from you too. If you find these tips useful or have your own handyman hacks to share, drop them in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss more amazing videos like this. Let's get started. 1. Ketchup magic for brass revival. Brass items can add a touch of vintage charm to your home, but over time they often lose their luster and develop tarnish. Instead of turning to harsh chemicals, try a surprisingly effective household solution. Ketchup. This humble condiment isn't just for fries. Its natural acidity works wonders to clean and restore the shine of tarnished brass. To get started, you'll need some ketchup, a soft cloth, warm water, and a little bit of patience. Begin by squeezing a generous amount of ketchup onto a clean cloth. Spread it evenly onto the surface of the tarnished brass, ensuring all affected areas are covered. The acidic properties of tomatoes and vinegar in the ketchup collaborate to break down the oxidation causing the dullness. Leave the ketchup on the brass for about 10 to 15 minutes. Avoid letting it dry out completely, as this can make rinsing more difficult. Once time is up, rinse the brass under warm water, gently wiping away the ketchup with a clean, damp cloth. Pat the brass dry with a soft towel immediately to avoid water spots. If the tarnish persists, don't hesitate to repeat the process. Stubborn discolorations may require an extra round of ketchup treatment for full restoration. For best results, work in small sections and focus on areas with heavy. Buffing the item gently in circular motions while applying the ketchup can help maximize its cleaning power. After the brass regains its shine, you can protect it by applying a light coat of clear polish or wax to slow down future oxidization. This easy, budget-friendly method saves time, avoids harsh chemicals, and lets you marvel at the quick transformation of your brass possessions. With a bottle of ketchup, you can give old, tarnished brass a new lease on life. 2. Car wax for saw blade efficiency. Maintaining a sharp and efficient saw blade is critical for clean, precise cuts and smoother performance. But as time goes by, friction from the blade's contact with wood can hinder its functionality. An effortless yet highly effective way to reduce friction and extend a blade's sharpness is using a surprising tool: car wax. Yes, the same product that shines up your car can also be a game changer for your saw blades. To begin, ensure your saw blade is clean and free of debris or buildup. Use a brush or cloth to remove any wood dust or grime that might interfere with the wax application. Once cleaned, take your car wax and apply a small amount directly to the blade. Using a clean, soft cloth, spread the wax evenly over the surface of the blade. Make sure to cover the teeth as well as the body of the blade, as this is where most friction occurs during operation. For optimal results, allow the wax to sit for a few minutes. This helps it bond with the surface. Once set, use a clean section of the cloth to buff the blade in circular motions. This step not only enhances the blade's smoothness, but also adds a protective layer against rust and corrosion. Be cautious not to leave excess wax, as it might transfer to your cutting materials. The benefits of applying car wax to saw blades are immediate and long-lasting. Reduced friction allows the blade to glide smoothly through materials with less effort, making cuts more precise while preserving the sharpness of the teeth. For added longevity, repeat this process periodically or whenever the blade feels duller during use. This simple practice can save you time, money, and effort, all while prolonging the life of your saw blades. 3. Paintbrush preservation secrets. Painting projects often span days, and cleaning paintbrushes after each session can be time-consuming and frustrating. Worse, improperly storing brushes can lead to stiff, dried-out bristles, ruining their usability. The good news? A simple preservation tactic can keep your paintbrushes fresh and ready for use without constant washing. To start, focus on the immediate, short-term needs during a project. After you're done painting for the day, Keep your wet paintbrushes moist by wrapping the bristles firmly in plastic wrap or aluminum foil. Ensure the coverage is snug around the bristle base to limit air exposure, which causes drying. For extra security, use a rubber band or tape to seal the wrap in place. Place the wrapped brush in a cool spot away from direct sunlight. This method preserves the paint's moisture for hours or even days, so you won't need to clean the brush between sessions. When it's time to paint again, unwrap the brush and you're good to go. For long-term storage, clean the brushes thoroughly to remove any residual paint, then wrap them in the same way. This added layer of protection ensures the bristles retain their shape and smooth texture over time. Store the brush still wrapped in a sealed plastic bag. If you're especially concerned about longevity, refrigerate the bagged brush. The cool temperature slows down any potential drying or stiffening. By taking these simple steps, you can ensure your paintbrushes remain in optimal condition, saving you money and avoiding frustration from damaged tools. Maintaining soft, functional bristles leads to smoother painting results and eliminates the hassle of frequent replacements. Whether you're a weekend DIYer or a professional, these preservation tricks will make your painting projects a lot more enjoyable. 4. Baby powder for quiet floors. Squeaky floorboards can disrupt the peace and quiet of your home, making every step a noisy reminder that maintenance is overdue. Luckily, an easy and affordable fix is likely already in your home: baby powder. This simple household item can help muffle those irritating creaks without the need for tools or complicated repairs. To tackle squeaky floorboards with baby powder, start by identifying the offending areas. Walk across the floor and listen carefully to pinpoint the source of the noise. Once you've identified the creaky spots, clean the surface to ensure it's free of dust and debris. This will help the baby powder work its way into the cracks effectively. Next, sprinkle a generous amount of baby powder over the noisy sections of the floor. Use a soft brush or your fingers to work the powder into the cracks and gaps between the floorboards. The baby powder acts as a lubricant, reducing friction between floorboards and silencing the squeaks. Be thorough, as the powder needs to reach the problem areas for the best results. After applying, gently wipe the surface with a damp cloth to remove any excess powder, which can make the floor slippery. Walk over the area again to test your work. If the creaking persists, simply repeat the process or focus on smaller problem spots to ensure every gap is properly treated. The benefits of this method are immediate. Your once squeaky floors will return to a serene silence. It's a mess-free, non-invasive solution that doesn't harm wood finishes or require expensive repairs. To keep your floorboards permanently quiet, consider reapplying the powder from time to time, especially in high-traffic areas. This quick, budget-friendly fix not only improves your home's functionality, but also restores a sense of calm to your living space. 5. Soap for smooth drawer tracks. Nothing is more frustrating than a drawer that sticks or resists opening smoothly. Over time, the friction between the tracks can increase due to dirt, wear, or lack of lubrication. Luckily, there's a simple and inexpensive solution: soap. This everyday household item works like magic to ease sticky drawers and restore their effortless glide. To start, you'll need a bar of dry soap, any type will do, a soft cloth, and perhaps a little elbow grease. Begin by removing the drawer completely from its frame to access the tracks. Inspect the tracks for dust or debris, which might be contributing to the issue. Use a vacuum, brush, or cloth to clean the tracks thoroughly, ensuring no particles remain to obstruct movement. Once clean, take your bar of soap and rub it directly along the tracks where the drawer slides. Focus especially on areas where friction is highest, such as edges and corners. Don't shy away from applying a generous layer. Soap is soft and easy to work with. After coating the tracks, reinsert the drawer and slide it back and forth several times to distribute the soap evenly. This spreads the lubrication while ensuring all contact points benefit from the treatment. The immediate benefit of using soap is evident. You'll notice a smoother glide and reduced resistance. Plus, unlike chemical lubricants, soap won't leave behind sticky residues or unpleasant odors. It's also gentle, making it safe for delicate wooden surfaces. For long-lasting results, repeat the process occasionally, especially in high-use drawers like those in the kitchen or bedroom. If a drawer is still sticking, a closer inspection of the tracks for alignment issues or wear might be necessary. With this simple soap hack, you can keep all your drawers functioning smoothly, saving time and preventing unnecessary frustration. 6. Tape trick to prevent wood splitting. When working with wood, one common problem many face is splitting, especially when driving in nails or screws near edges or ends. Splitting can compromise the integrity and appearance of your project, but thankfully, a simple roll of masking tape offers an easy solution. This tape trick is both cost-effective and incredibly effective for maintaining the strength and look of wooden surfaces. Nothing is worse than a rubbery mid-match because the entire process is without surface. To start, gather your tools: masking tape, a hammer or power drill, and your nails or screws. First, identify the spot where you will drive the nail or screw. If you're unsure about the strength of the wood grain, this method is particularly useful for thin or delicate materials and woods prone to splitting, like pine. Next, cut a small piece of masking tape and lay it flat over the designated area. Smooth the tape to ensure it adheres evenly to the surface. This tape acts as a cushion, distributing the pressure of the tool and reducing the likelihood of cracking. Once the tape is secured, start nailing or driving in your screw through the masked section. Go slowly and apply consistent pressure. For even better results, consider pre-drilling a small pilot hole, especially with hardwoods, to give your nail or screw a guided entry point. After finishing the job, simply peel off the tape to reveal a clean, unmarred surface. The benefits of this handy tape trick are undeniable. It helps protect your wood from splitting, extends the life of your projects, and ensures a professional finish. This method works for all types of woodworking, from furniture repairs to DIY crafts. Keep a roll of masking tape nearby for your next project. It's an easy addition to your toolkit that can make a big difference. 7. Coffee can tool organizers. Keeping your tools and materials organized is essential for an efficient and stress-free workspace. Coffee cans, often discarded as waste, can be repurposed into simple yet effective storage solutions for small tools, nails, screws, and other hardware. This upcycling hack not only saves money but also reduces clutter, making your workshop tidy and functional. To begin, collect empty coffee cans of similar or varying sizes. Ensure the cans are thoroughly cleaned inside and out before using them for storage. Residual coffee grounds can attract pests or interfere with some items. A simple rinse followed by drying the cans completely will do the trick. For cans with sharp metal edges, you can smooth these out using sandpaper or cover them with duct tape to prevent accidental cuts. Next, grab some labels or stickers to identify the contents of each can. Assign a category for each can, such as nails, screws, or wrenches. Write the label in bold text and fix it securely on the outside of each can. If you prefer visuals, you can even include small images of the items. Using clear, consistent labels ensures it's easy to find what you need in a hurry. Arrange the cans on a sturdy shelf, stack them, or mount them sideways in a wooden rack to maximize space. And away with men. The open tops make accessing your tools quick and easy, while the uniform container sizes create a neat, streamlined appearance. For added efficiency, try grouping similar categories of tools together. The benefits of this method are clear. Coffee can organizers are inexpensive, durable, and customizable. They're perfect for everything from loose screws to paintbrushes. By reusing these containers, you not only help the environment but also create a workspace that saves time and frustration. Who knew that yesterday's coffee could offer today's organization solution? 8. Plastic bottle funnels for every need. Funnels are an essential for transferring liquids or small items efficiently, but you don't always have the perfect tool on hand. Fortunately, an everyday plastic bottle can save the day. This recycling trick is an easy, eco-friendly way to create a functional funnel suited for a variety of tasks, from pouring oil into a car to transferring grains into containers. To create your reusable funnel, start by choosing a plastic bottle. Soda or water bottles work well because their thin walls are easy to cut. Wash the bottle thoroughly to remove any residue and dry it completely. Once clean, grab a pair of scissors or a box cutter for precision. Cut the top portion of the bottle just below the neck to form the funnel shape. The size of the funnel depends on your needs. For smaller openings, cut higher up, while for larger openings, cut lower down towards the body of the bottle. Be sure to trim any jagged edges for safety and smooth handling. Once cut, test the funnel by placing the narrow end into the opening of the container you're transferring into. You can secure the funnel with your hand to keep it steady or use tape if you need both hands free. Whether you're working with liquids like oil, vinegar, or soap, or handling materials like rice, flour, or screws, this makeshift funnel proves highly versatile. The benefits are numerous. This method is not only cost-efficient but also an excellent way to recycle and reduce waste. Plus, each bottle funnel can be customized to fit specific tasks, giving you an endless supply of free, tailored tools. For added convenience, keep a few pre-cut funnels of varying sizes ready in your workspace. With a little creativity, those disposable bottles can serve a new purpose in your home projects. 9. A cork for perfect caulk finishing. Applying caulk is crucial for sealing gaps and cracks, but getting a smooth, professional finish can be a challenge. Instead of struggling with your fingers or messy tools, try using a wine cork. This simple yet effective technique transforms an ordinary cork into a smooth applicator that glides along the surface, creating a neat and polished caulk line. To get started, grab a wine cork, preferably clean and dry, and a utility knife or sharp blade. Hold the cork firmly and carefully cut it at an angle, creating a sloped side. The angled edge will make it easy to press the caulk into the gap and shape it cleanly. Make sure the cut edge is smooth and even to avoid any irregularities in the final finish. Begin by applying a bead of caulk along the gap or crack you're sealing. The size of the bead should match the width of the gap, but don't worry if it's a little uneven. Your cork applicator will take care of that. Position the angled edge of the cork at one end of the caulk line and press it gently against the surface. Slowly drag the cork along the bead, applying even pressure as you go. The angled design ensures the caulk is smoothed into the gap while removing excess material. Once you're done, wipe the cork clean with a damp cloth so you can reuse it for future projects. For best results, keep the cork's sloped edge slightly damp while smoothing, as this prevents the caulk from sticking and ensures a clean finish. Using a wine cork for caulking not only saves money but also delivers professional results with minimal effort. It's a mess-free, eco-friendly solution that takes the stress out of home improvement tasks. 10. Rubber band rescue for stripped screws. Tackling stripped screws can be a frustrating challenge, as the worn-out screw head often makes it nearly impossible to achieve a proper grip. Luckily, there's a straightforward and ingenious solution already in your home: a rubber band. By using this flexible tool, you can regain grip on the screw head and remove it with ease, saving time and effort. To begin, find a wide rubber band that's durable and thick enough to provide extra traction. Thinner rubber bands may not offer the grip needed to handle a stripped screw effectively. Next, ensure the screwdriver size matches the original screw head. This ensures you apply maximum force during the process. Grab your stripped screw and prepare the area for work. Clean off any debris or dirt that could interfere with the process. Place the rubber band over the stripped screw, fully covering the damaged screw head. Press down firmly with the screwdriver on top of the rubber band, ensuring it conforms to the contours of the damaged surface. Slowly turn the screwdriver counterclockwise with steady pressure. The rubber band fills in the stripped grooves, creating the needed grip to turn the screw and loosen it successfully. If the screw doesn't budge on the first try, reposition the rubber band and apply a bit more pressure. Additionally, try using a manual screwdriver if a power one doesn't provide enough control. For especially stubborn screws, combining this trick with a penetrating lubricant can make the process smoother. This method is not only cost-fatigable, but also incredibly handy for emergencies when tools are limited. With a simple rubber band, you can turn a seemingly impossible task into an easy fix while avoiding damage to the surrounding materials. Always keep a few rubber bands on hand for your next DIY project. They just might save the day. 11. A&R Grout Cleaner Extraordinaire. Tile grout can be one of the toughest places to keep clean. Its porous nature makes it a magnet for grime, mold, and unsightly stains that traditional cleaning methods often struggle to remove. Enter WD-40, a household staple with surprising versatility. Not just for lubricating squeaky hinges, WD-40 can also work wonders in restoring grout lines to their original brightness, making your tiled spaces look as good as new. To begin, gather your materials, including a can of WD-40, a soft bristle scrub brush, a clean cloth, and perhaps some rubber gloves if you prefer extra protection. Start by ensuring the area to be cleaned is dry, as this allows the WD-40 to penetrate the buildup effectively. Apply a generous spray of WD-40 directly onto the grout lines. Focus on the dirtiest areas, as this is where the product's penetrative properties shine. Allow the WD-40 to sit for about 5 to 10 minutes. This gives it time to break down grease, soap scum, and dirt that's embedded in the grout. Next, take your scrub brush and gently but firmly scrub the treated areas. Work in circular motions to loosen stubborn grime and reach into the grout's porous surface. After scrubbing, use a clean cloth to wipe away the excess WD-40 along with the dirt it has lifted. To finish, rinse the area with warm water to ensure no residue is left, leaving your tile and grout fresh and sparkling. The benefits of this method are immediate. Grout lines regain their brightness without harsh chemicals or exhaustive scrubbing. The WD-40 also leaves a slight protective layer on treated surfaces, helping repel future buildup. Use this hack periodically and your tiles will always look their best with minimal effort. 12. Matchstick magic for loose hinges. Loose hinges can make doors, cabinets, or furniture wobbly and unsteady, often because the screw holes have become enlarged or worn out over time. Instead of reaching for pricey repairs, save yourself the trouble with a simple fix. Matchsticks. This ingenious yet low-cost trick can tighten screws instantly, restoring stability to your hinges and extending their longevity. To begin, gather a few wooden matchsticks, wood glue, scissors, and a screwdriver. Start by removing the loose screw entirely from the stripped hole. Check the size of the hole to determine the number of matchsticks needed to fill it adequately. Usually, 2 or 3 are sufficient for most standard hinge screws. Apply a small amount of wood glue to the matchsticks for added durability. Insert the glued matchsticks into the screw hole, pushing them firmly so they fit snugly. If they stick out of the hole, trim the excess portions using scissors or a utility knife, making sure the matchsticks are flush with the surface of the wood. Allow the glue to set for a few minutes to ensure the matchsticks stay in place. Once secure, reinsert the screw into the hole, driving it firmly through the matchsticks. The new material provides a tighter grip, effectively anchoring the screw and stabilizing the hinge. This method is incredibly efficient and quick, requiring minimal effort and materials you likely already have at home. The benefits are long-lasting, as the matchsticks reinforce the screw's grip and prevent further loosening. For best results, be mindful not to over-tighten the screw, as it can weaken the repair. This handy hack works on doors, cabinets, and any wooden furniture with loose screws, sparing you from complex fixes and keeping your home functional and sturdy. 13. Sandpaper Grip Enhancer. Slippery tools and surfaces can make tasks frustrating and even hazardous. Thankfully, there's a straightforward solution that's both effective and budget-friendly. Using sandpaper to enhance grip. By adding a rough texture to the handles of tools or slippery surfaces, you can increase control and ensure safer, more efficient handling. To start, select medium to coarse grit sandpaper, typically between 80 and 120 grit, works well. If you're working with smaller tools, consider cutting the sandpaper into strips for precise application. It's also a good idea to have adhesive tape or glue handy for securing the sandpaper. For tools such as hammers, wrenches, or screwdrivers, wrap a strip of sandpaper around the handle to cover the gripping area. Use strong adhesive tape or an elastic band to secure the ends tightly. Ensure the sandpaper is evenly applied without bumps or folds, as these could interfere with your grip. Alternatively, you can coat the handle with glue and attach a strip of sandpaper directly to it for a permanent solution. Allow the adhesive to dry completely before using the tool. For larger areas or surfaces, cut sandpaper to the desired size and attach it with glue or heavy-duty double-sided tape. This works well for workbenches, ladders, or even stair treads where slipping is a concern. The benefits of this method are immediate. Tools feel more secure in hand, reducing strain and the chance of accidents, while surfaces gain traction for safer navigation. Stretched, the solution is cost-effective, quick, and works on a variety of materials like wood, metal, or plastic. To maintain long-term effectiveness, replace the sandpaper as it wears out. By incorporating this simple hack into your routine, you can achieve better handling, improved safety, and greater confidence in your project. 14. Vinegar Prep for Paint Perfection. Achieving a flawless, long-lasting paint finish often hinges on proper surface preparation. One of the simplest and most effective preparation methods involves vinegar. This common kitchen staple can prevent cracking and peeling by helping paint adhere better to surfaces, particularly on challenging materials like glossy or weathered wood. With just a bit of effort, vinegar can work wonders for ensuring your paint job looks professional and stands the test of time. To get started, gather white vinegar, a clean cloth, a spray bottle, and water. Begin by cleaning the surface thoroughly to remove dirt, dust, or grease that could interfere with paint adhesion. If the surface has existing paint or a slick finish, vinegar can help break it down slightly, creating a better grip for the new layer. Mix a solution of equal parts white vinegar and water. For smaller projects, dip a clean cloth into the solution and wring out the excess. For larger areas, transferring the mixture into a spray bottle may be more efficient. Apply the vinegar solution generously across the surface. For stubbornly glossy or tough spots, you may opt to use vinegar undiluted, but test a small section first to ensure it doesn't damage delicate materials. Allow the vinegar to sit for 10-15 minutes, letting it subtly etch the surface or neutralize residues depending on the material. Use a clean, dry cloth to wipe the surface thoroughly before starting your paint application. Proceed with your preferred primer and paint. This method ensures greater paint adhesion, reducing the risk of cracking or peeling. It's environmentally safe and avoids harsh chemicals that could damage surfaces. Incorporating this vinegar prep technique will deliver a smooth, professional finish while enhancing the durability of your paint projects. 15. Tennis ball parking guide. Parking in your garage can sometimes feel like threading a needle, especially if space is tight or you have valuable items stored inside. A tennis ball can be an incredibly effective aid for achieving the perfect parking position every single time. This clever, low-cost trick helps you avoid bumping into walls or equipment and ensures you park consistently and safely. To set it up, you'll need a tennis ball, a piece of sturdy string, and a hook or adhesive hanger. First, sit in your vehicle and drive into the ideal parking position in your garage. Ensure there's enough room around the car so that you can comfortably move inside the space while protecting the walls or surrounding items. Next, identify a spot on the garage ceiling directly above the car's windshield. Mark the position with a pencil or tape to make installation easier. Drill a small hole into the marked spot, or use an adhesive hook if you wish to avoid drilling. Attach one end of the string to the tennis ball by piercing a small hole through it or tying the string to its fabric texture. Secure the other end of the string to the ceiling hook, adjusting the length so that the tennis ball gently touches the center of your windshield when the car is in the correct spot. Test the setup by driving in and ensuring that the tennis ball lines up perfectly with your windshield as you park. The benefits of this simple yet ingenious method are numerous. It prevents accidental bumps, reduces stress when maneuvering into tight spaces, and saves you time from readjusting your parking position. For best results, regularly check the string's length and attachment to ensure it stays functional. With this easy guide, parking in your garage becomes a consistent breeze. 16. Vinegar Rust Buster for stubborn bolts. Anyone who's worked with old or outdoor hardware knows the frustration of dealing with rusted nuts and bolts that refuse to budge. Rust buildup locks them in place, making removal nearly impossible with brute force alone. But with white vinegar, a natural rust fighter, you can dissolve the oxidation and restore hardware to working order without harsh chemicals. Start by gathering your materials. White vinegar, a container large enough to submerge the hardware, a wrench, and petroleum jelly for later use. Remove the stubborn nut and bolt pair from its fixture if possible. Place the hardware in the container, ensuring it's completely submerged in white vinegar. For heavily rusted items, you may need to leave them soaking for several hours or even overnight for maximum effectiveness. After soaking, drain off the vinegar and inspect the hardware. Rust should appear loosened or dissolved, giving the metal a cleaner surface. Use a rag to wipe off any remaining residue. Take your wrench and carefully turn the bolt. You should notice significantly less resistance now that the rust is neutralized. For bolts with lingering stubbornness, continue wiping with vinegar and try again. Once removed, prevent future corrosion by applying a thin layer of petroleum jelly or machine oil to the bolt threads. This protective coating shields the metal from moisture and rust-causing conditions. The benefits of this method are clear. It's a low-cost, non-toxic way to save rusted hardware and avoid unnecessary replacements. It's also versatile, working on any metal items, from garden equipment to automotive tools. The pre-packaging extends the life of the material to 30 years. That's for best results. Always rinse and fully dry hardware after soaking to avoid accumulated dampness. With vinegar in your arsenal, rusted bolts will no longer stand in the way of your projects. 17. Coffee grounds scratch concealer for wood. Scratches on your precious wood furniture can detract from its beauty, especially if the damage reveals lighter wood beneath darker finishes. Thankfully, a natural and eco-friendly solution is right in your kitchen. Used coffee grounds. This simple hack helps camouflage scratches, seamlessly blending them into darker wood furniture for a more polished appearance. To start, you'll need used coffee grounds, cooled and slightly damp, a small bowl, water, a soft cloth or cotton swab, and gloves to avoid staining your hands. Mix the coffee grounds with a small amount of water to form a thick paste. The paste provides a natural stain that penetrates and conceals superficial scratches without harming the finish. Begin by cleaning the affected area to remove dust and residue that might interfere with the process. Dip a cotton swab or soft cloth into the coffee paste and apply it directly onto the scratched surface. Gently rub in small circular motions to ensure the solution gets absorbed into the scratch. The abrasion helps the stain adhere better to the exposed wood grain. Allow the paste to sit on the scratch for about 5 to 10 minutes. This gives the rich pigment from the coffee time to soak into the wood. Afterward, use a clean, dry cloth to wipe off the excess paste. Examine the area. If the scratch is still visible, reapply the paste and repeat the process until you achieve the desired result. The benefits of this method are impressive. It's budget-friendly, free of harmful chemicals, and complements the natural tones of wood. Plus, it's quick and easy to do, making it perfect for minor touch-ups. To maintain the finish after treatment, consider polishing the piece with a wood-safe oil or wax. Your furniture will look rejuvenated and scratch-free with minimal effort. 18. Vinegar and Salt Weed Eliminator. Maintaining a weed-free garden can be daunting, especially if you're trying to avoid toxic chemicals. Fortunately, a simple and natural solution lies in your pantry: vinegar, salt, and a touch of dish soap. This DIY weed eliminator effectively targets unwanted growth while being safe for the environment when used responsibly. It's a cost-friendly alternative to commercial herbicides and perfect for small-scale gardening. To create your weed-killing solution, gather white vinegar, preferably with 5 to 10% acidity for optimal results, table salt, liquid dish soap, and a spray bottle. Begin by mixing 1 cup of vinegar with 1 tablespoon of salt in the spray bottle. Add a small squirt of dish soap, just a few drops will do, and shake the mixture well. The vinegar acts as a desiccant to dry out weeds, while the salt prevents regrowth. The soap adds sticking power, ensuring the solution coats the leaves effectively. Using this mixture is simple. On a dry, sunny day, locate the weeds you want to eliminate, spray the solution directly onto the leaves and stems, ensuring complete coverage. It's best to spray in the morning so the sun can amplify the vinegar's drying effect. Take care not to spray nearby plants or grass, as the solution can harm any vegetation it touches. Within hours, you'll notice the weeds begin to wilt, and in a day or two, they'll dry up completely. For stubborn or larger weeds, you may need to repeat the process. To maximize effectiveness, ensure no rain is forecast for at least 24 hours post-application. This natural solution is ideal for patios, driveways, and garden borders, where weeds often sprout through cracks. It's affordable, chemical-free, and easy to make, providing an eco-conscious way to maintain your outdoor spaces. 19. String silence for dripping faucets. A dripping faucet is more than just a minor annoyance. It can disrupt your peace, especially during quiet nights when the constant drip-drip echoes through the house. While a permanent fix, such as replacing a washer or valve, is ideal, you don't always have the tools or time for immediate repairs. An easy interim solution is to use a piece of string to silence the drip and restore tranquility to your home. To implement this clever trick, start by finding a piece of absorbent string or twine, long enough to reach from the faucet spout to the sink basin. Make sure the string is clean, as it will be in contact with water from your faucet. It's also beneficial to select a material that won't degrade quickly when exposed to water, like cotton or nylon. Begin by tying one end of the string securely around the faucet spout. Ensure the knot is tight to keep the string from slipping off as water drips. Next, position the loose end of the string so it hangs freely down into the sink basin. Adjust its position to guide the dripping water along the string's length instead of letting it fall directly into the sink. The string provides a path for each droplet to glide down silently, eliminating the disruptive sound of water hitting the sink. This solution is especially effective for minimizing late-night disturbances. While this method works wonders for silencing drips, it's still important to address the root cause of the leak. Until then, this simple, no-tools glitcher hack keeps your environment peaceful and quiet. Periodically check the string for wear or buildup and replace it as needed for consistent performance. With this quick fix, you can enjoy a serene atmosphere without the incessant sound of dripping water. 20. DIY antenna for enhanced TV reception. Struggling with poor TV reception can make watching your favorite shows frustrating. Instead of spending money on expensive equipment, try this simple and cost-effective DIY solution. With just a few household items, you can create an effective antenna to boost your reception and enjoy better quality viewing in minutes. To start, gather your materials: a coaxial cable, old or spare, a metal hanger or aluminum foil, wire strippers, and tape. Begin by stripping about 2 inches of insulation from both ends of the coaxial cable to expose the conductive wire inside. Be careful during this step to avoid damaging the inner components. Next, straighten out the metal hanger or prepare the aluminum foil. If using a hanger, extend and shape it to maximize its range. For aluminum foil, form it into a long, thin strip and wrap it securely around one exposed end of the coaxial cable to act as the signal receiver. This creates the functional element of your homemade antenna. Adjust the placement of the antenna for optimal signal reception. For best results, position it in an elevated spot, close to a window, or in a location with minimal obstructions. Since each location varies in signal strength, experiment with different positions and angles. The benefits of this DIY antenna are remarkable. It saves money, recycles materials, and enhances your TV's reception without the need for professional setup. For a stronger signal, consider combining this method with a signal booster or longer coaxial cable. With just a little effort, you can elevate your viewing experience. This quick, budget-friendly hack ensures better TV performance and proves that sometimes the simplest solutions are the most effective. 1. Peanut butter label remover. Getting rid of adhesive labels can be a frustrating task, especially when stubborn glue residues remain on surfaces. Whether it's a jar, a bottle, or a piece of furniture, peeling labels often leave behind a sticky mess. If you're tired of wasting time with harsh chemicals or scrubbing endlessly, peanut butter offers a surprisingly effective and natural solution. Its oils work to break down adhesive residue, making cleanup simple and stress-free. To get started, grab a jar of creamy peanut butter, a cloth or sponge, and a scraper. Optional. First, remove as much of the label as possible by peeling off the paper layer. If any paper bits remain stuck, don't worry. Peanut butter will take care of them. Next, spread a generous layer of peanut butter directly onto the label and any sticky areas. Use enough to thoroughly coat the adhesive residue. For best results, allow the peanut butter to sit and work its magic for about 10-15 minutes. The natural oils in peanut butter will soften and loosen the glue, making it easier to remove. After waiting, use a cloth or sponge to scrub off the peanut butter, applying gentle pressure in circular motions. For tougher spots, use a plastic scraper or the edge of a spoon to lift away residue. Once the adhesive is gone, clean the surface with warm, soapy water to remove any remaining peanut butter and leave your item fresh and clean. The benefits of this method are clear. It's non-toxic, safe for use on most surfaces, and incredibly easy to apply. Plus, it eliminates the need for harsh chemicals that could damage delicate materials. So, for an eco-friendly and quick fix, reach for peanut butter the next time you encounter a sticky label. It's a pantry hero capable of tackling tough adhesive messes. 22. Custom sanding block for better grip. Achieving a smooth, even surface while sanding can be challenging, especially when holding loose sandpaper. For better control and efficiency, crafting a custom sanding block is the perfect solution. This simple DIY tool enhances your grip, distributes pressure evenly, and makes sanding tasks easier and more effective. To create your sanding block, you'll need a sturdy piece of wood, sandpaper, and fastening materials such as staples, tape, or rubber bands. Begin by selecting a block of wood that fits comfortably in your hand. Common dimensions are around 4 inches long, 2-3 inches wide, and 1 inch thick, but adjust these based on the size of your project or personal preference. Sand the edges of the wood block to prevent splinters and ensure smoother handling. Next, cut a piece of sandpaper slightly larger than the surface of the block. This allows the sandpaper to wrap around the edges of the wood for full coverage. Place the sandpaper over one face of the block, pulling it tightly to avoid creases or slack. Secure the sandpaper using staples for a firm hold, or wrap tape or rubber bands around the block to keep it in place. Replacing the sandpaper when it wears out is quick and simple. Once your sanding block is ready, use it to sand wood, metal, or even painted surfaces. The block design provides even pressure distribution, preventing accidental gouges while making prolonged sanding much less tiring. It's particularly helpful in smoothing larger, flat surfaces or accessing tight corners with precision. This DIY tool is cost-freeable, reusable, and adaptable for various sanding grits. To achieve the best results, switch to finer grit sandpaper as you progress for a polished finish. A custom sanding block isn't just a tool, it's a game changer for all your sanding needs. 23. PVC Pipe Tool Organizer. Keeping your tools neat and accessible can significantly improve your efficiency during projects. A PVC pipe tool organizer is an ingenious yet simple way to store tools while maintaining a tidy workspace. This solution utilizes sturdy, affordable PVC pipes to create a customized storage system that ensures everything you need is within arm's reach. To begin, gather your materials. You'll need PVC pipes about 2–4 inches in diameter depending on the size of your tools, a saw or pipe cutter, sandpaper, screws, a drill, and a mounting board or free wall space. Start by cutting the PVC pipes into equal lengths of about 6–10 inches. Adjust the length based on the type of tools you plan to store. Shorter sections work for wrenches and screwdrivers, while longer ones accommodate items like hammers or mallets. After cutting, smooth the edges of the pipes with sandpaper to remove sharp points that might damage tools or hands. Next, drill holes into the sides of the pipes for mounting later. Position the pipes vertically, horizontally, or at an angle for easier access to tools, depending on your workspace layout. Attach the pipes to a wooden backing board or wall with screws, ensuring they are securely fastened to hold the weight of the tools. For a more polished look, paint or label the pipes to identify the tools stored in each section. Arrange your tools by category: screwdrivers in one pipe, pliers in another, for a more organized setup. The benefits of this organizer are endless. It's affordable, customizable, and keeps your tools visible for quick access. By repurposing PVC pipes into an adaptable storage solution, you not only tidy up your workspace, but also save time and effort for future projects. With this setup, you'll never misplace a tool again. 24. Plastic Wrap Paint Preserver. Stopping in the middle of a painting project can be frustrating if your paint begins to dry out while you're taking a break. Luckily, plastic wrap offers a simple yet effective solution to keep your paint fresh and ready for use. This quick trick works on paint trays, brushes, or cans, ensuring your materials maintain their quality during breaks, whether you pause for a few hours or overnight. To start, gather plastic wrap. Clucking film is perfect because it forms an airtight seal. If you're working with a paint tray, spread plastic wrap across the surface of the paint, ensuring it completely covers the exposed liquid. Press the wrap gently down onto the surface to eliminate air pockets, which can cause a skin to form on the paint. For additional protection, wrap the entire tray with another layer of plastic. If you're storing a paintbrush, clean the handle to prevent mess, then tightly wrap the bristles in plastic wrap. This locks in moisture, preventing the paint from hardening prematurely. For rollers, follow the same process, ensuring the wrap snugly fits the entire length of the material. For paint cans, lay a sheet of wrap over the opening before sealing the lid tightly. This adds an extra barrier that keeps air out and ensures the paint retains its consistency. The benefits of this method are immense. It saves time by eliminating the need to clean brushes and trays during short breaks. It also reduces paint waste, as you can pick up right where you left off without dealing with dried edges or hardened tools. For best results, store wrapped items in a cool, dry place and avoid leaving them in direct sunlight. With plastic wrap as your ally, painting interruptions no longer mean extra hassle. 25. DIY dehumidifier for a fresher home. High humidity levels can make your home feel uncomfortable, promote mold growth, and even damage furniture. While commercial dehumidifiers can be costly, you can create an effective DIY alternative using affordable household items like silica gel, rock salt, or baking soda. This natural solution absorbs excess moisture from the air, helping to maintain a fresh and comfortable environment. To set up your DIY dehumidifier, start by selecting a moisture-absorbing substance. Silica gel, commonly found in small packets, rock salt, and baking soda are all excellent options. Each material draws moisture from the air, making them ideal for reducing humidity in small to medium-sized rooms. Next, choose a container or bowl to hold your chosen substance. For rock salt or baking soda, a breathable container works best. Consider using a colander or a plastic container with holes poked in the lid. If you're using silica gel, place it in a perforated bag or open container for maximum exposure to the air. Place the container in a humid area, such as a bathroom, closet, or basement. Ensure it is out of the way to avoid spillage or interference. Monitor the dehumidifier regularly and replace the contents as needed. Rock salt and baking soda should be changed once they clump or dissolve, and silica gel can be refreshed by drying it in the oven at a low temperature. This DIY solution is cost-equal, eco-friendly, and highly customizable for different spaces. It's especially useful for reducing humidity in specific areas where a full-size dehumidifier isn't practical. For best results, use multiple containers in larger spaces and combine this method with ventilation to reduce overall moisture levels. With this handy tip, your home will feel fresher, drier, and far more comfortable. 26 Cola Cleanup for pavement oil stains. Dealing with stubborn oil stains on pavements and driveways can be a frustrating challenge. These unsightly marks not only ruin curb appeal, but can also become harder to clean over time. Thankfully, there's a simple fix waiting in your fridge. Cola. Known for its acidic properties, cola breaks down grease and grime, making it an effective tool for lifting tough oil stains from concrete surfaces. Sticks. To start, gather a can or bottle of cola, a stiff bristled scrub brush, and a hose or bucket of water for rinsing. For larger stains, you might need multiple cans. Begin by pouring the cola directly over the oil-stained area. Make sure the entire stain is thoroughly soaked, as the liquid needs to seep into the grease to loosen it. Allow the cola to sit for several hours, or overnight for deeper stains. This resting time lets the carbonation and mild acidity decompose the oil particles and penetrate the concrete. To prevent the cola from drying out, you may choose to cover the area with plastic wrap. After the wait, use the scrub brush to scrub the treated stain vigorously. Work in a circular motion, applying steady pressure to break up the oil and push it out from the pores of the pavement. Once scrubbed, rinse the area thoroughly with water to wash away residue. A clean, greasy surface will begin to emerge. This method is not only affordable and eco-friendly, but also convenient since cola is readily available in most households. For tougher stains, you may need to repeat the process. Additionally, follow up with dish soap and water for an extra clean finish. With this easy solution, you can maintain a spotless driveway without the need for harsh chemicals. 27. Petroleum jelly for quiet hinges. Squeaky door hinges can be a common annoyance, disrupting the peace with every opening and closing. Rather than replacing the hinges or reaching for specialized lubricants, a jar of petroleum jelly can do the trick. This inexpensive household product is an excellent solution for silencing hinges while ensuring smooth operation. Petroleum jelly is non-dripping, long-lasting, and simple to apply, making it a reliable fix for noisy doors throughout your home. To start, gather your materials: a jar of petroleum jelly and a towel or cloth to wipe off any excess grease. If your door can be easily lifted off its hinges, removing it can make the job even more thorough, though this step isn't strictly necessary. Step 1 is to clean the hinge area. Wipe away any dirt, dust, or old lubricant from the hinge pins and surrounding surfaces. This ensures the petroleum jelly adheres properly for maximum effectiveness. If the hinge is especially dirty, use a damp cloth to clean it and dry thoroughly before proceeding. Next, apply a small amount of petroleum jelly directly to the hinge pin. Use your fingers or a soft cloth to spread it evenly across the pin and onto the hinge plates. For hard-to-reach areas, you can use a cotton swab for precision. If you've removed the door, reinsert the hinge pin and move the door back and forth several times to distribute the jelly evenly. If the door is still attached, open and close it multiple times to work the lubricant into the mechanism. The benefits of using petroleum jelly are immediate. Squeaks disappear, doors move smoothly, and the lubrication lasts a long time without dripping or attracting dirt. For lasting results, reapply every few months or as needed. This quick, easy fix restores quiet to your home with minimal effort. 28. Brick support for ladder stability. Using a ladder on uneven ground can be dangerous if the base is not properly leveled and secured. An unstable ladder increases the risk of accidents and injury, making it crucial to create a safe foundation before climbing. A simple, effective method involves using bricks to level and stabilize your ladder. This no-cost solution ensures safety while allowing you to complete your tasks with confidence. Start by inspecting the ground where you plan to set up your ladder. Identify any uneven areas, such as sloped ground or soft patches, that could cause the ladder to wobble or tilt. You'll need sturdy bricks. preferably uniform in size for support. Grab a level if you have one to help achieve precision during setup. Place your ladder on the uneven ground and note the side that is sitting lower. Take one or more bricks and position them under the foot of the ladder on the lower side. Arrange the bricks securely so they do not wobble or move when weight is applied. Gradually adjust the number of bricks or their arrangement until the ladder is balanced and stable. Use a level to double-check that the ladder is perfectly vertical. Once your ladder is stable, test it by carefully stepping onto the first rung. Shake the ladder slightly to ensure it does not shift or tip. Make further adjustments if needed. To enhance stability, consider placing a non-slip mat under the bricks if the surface beneath is particularly slick or soft. The benefits of using bricks for ladder stability are immense. They cost nothing, are readily available, and ensure your safety during projects. Always prioritize stability when climbing a ladder, and remember to recheck its balance if you move its position. With this quick yet effective tip, your ladder becomes a much safer tool for completing tasks. 29. Chalk seal for window leaks. Small window leaks can lead to drafts, higher energy bills, and an overall drop in home comfort. Whether the air is escaping in winter or seeping in during a hot summer day, addressing these leaks quickly is essential. For a quick and temporary fix, ordinary chalk can serve as an effective sealer. While it isn't a permanent solution, this simple trick helps you maintain a draft-free environment until a more thorough repair can be arranged. And start by identifying the source of the leak. On a windy day, you'll likely feel cool air along the edges of the window. Alternatively, use a lit candle and watch for flickering flames near the suspect areas to pinpoint even tiny gaps. Once you've identified the leaks, grab a stick of chalk. Make sure the window frame and surrounding area are clean and dry, as this ensures better adherence. Begin by rubbing the side of the chalk stick over the leaky spots. Apply generous pressure to work the chalk into the gaps. Use small, repetitive strokes for consistent application, and cover the entire length of the gap thoroughly. After sealing the area with chalk, test your work by feeling for drafts again. If you still sense air movement, reapply additional chalk until the gap is sealed entirely. Chalk is soft and pliable, so it conforms to uneven edges and small crevices conveniently. The benefits of this method are its accessibility and immediate results. Chalk is inexpensive, easy to use, and widely available. However, as this is a temporary solution, plan to replace the chalk seal with caulk or other permanent fixes to ensure durability. Keep some chalk handy for emergencies. It's a lifesaver for maintaining a more comfortable, energy-efficient home on the fly. 30. Silica gel packs for rust-free tools. Moisture is one of the biggest culprits behind tool rust, diminishing their effectiveness and shortening their lifespan. To combat this, silica gel packs, those tiny packets you often find in new shoes or electronics, are a simple yet powerful solution. Designed to absorb moisture from the air, silica gel packs efficiently protect your tools from rust and corrosion, keeping them in peak condition. To start, gather silica gel packets. You can save these from other products or purchase them online. Choose the quantity based on the size of your toolbox or storage area. The more humid the environment, the more packets you'll need. Begin by cleaning your tools thoroughly before storage. Wipe them down with a dry cloth to remove any dirt or moisture already present. This first step ensures you're not trapping existing humidity inside the toolbox. Next, place the silica gel packs strategically throughout your toolbox. Position a few at the bottom, and if you have trays or compartments, add one to each section. For larger storage spaces, using multiple packs per layer ensures even distribution of moisture absorption. Always make sure the silica gel packets are intact. Open or damaged packs won't work effectively. Regularly inspect the packets for signs of saturation. Most silica gel changes color when it's absorbed a significant amount of moisture, so check the label for details. When saturated, you can often refresh them by heating in an oven according to the manufacturer's instructions. The benefits are clear. Silica gel keeps your tools dry and rust-free, extending their lifespan and saving you money on replacements. It's an inexpensive, low-maintenance solution that protects your investment. For best results, monitor your storage area's overall humidity level and replace or refresh packets as needed. With this simple hack, your tools remain in excellent shape, ready for any project. 31. Comb nail holder for safe hammering. Hammering nails is a common task in DIY and home improvement projects, But it comes with a frustrating risk, injuring your fingers while trying to hold the nail steady. For a safer and more precise approach, all you need is an ordinary comb. By letting the comb hold the nail in place, you can keep your fingers out of harm's way and work with greater confidence. This simple tool transforms the way you tackle nailing tasks, making even tricky spots a breeze to handle. To start, select a sturdy comb with wide enough teeth to hold the nail securely. Avoid fine-toothed combs as the nail may not fit or stay in place properly. Gather your materials, including the comb and a hammer, and ensure your workspace is stable and free from distractions. Position the comb so that one of its teeth holds the nail at the desired angle. Slide the nail between the teeth of the comb, ensuring it sits snugly without tilting or wobbling. This setup keeps the nail aligned and steady while protecting your fingers from accidental hammer strikes. Hold the comb by its handle or body, keeping your hand safely away from the hammering zone. Start hammering the nail gently to set it into the material. Once the nail bites into the surface and becomes self-supporting, simply slide the comb off and finish driving the nail in fully. The benefits are substantial. Not only does this method protect your fingers, but it also allows for more accurate nail placement, even in hard-to-reach areas. It's especially useful for beginners or projects that involve smaller nails. Keep a comb in your toolbox as a low-cost, reusable solution for safer nailing. With this clever hack, you can work faster, safer, and with greater precision. 32. Milk Jug Paint Pail for easy projects. When painting projects call for convenience and mobility, a simple repurposed milk jug can be a game changer. Instead of juggling bulky paint cans or expensive paint trays, a milk jug provides a lightweight and easy-to-use option for holding paint. This clever hack not only saves money, but also makes painting easier, especially in tight spaces or during touch-up work. To create your own paint pail, start with an empty and thoroughly cleaned plastic milk jug. Make sure it's dry and free of any residue, as leftover liquid or odor might interfere with the paint. You'll need a pair of scissors or a utility knife for cutting. Place the jug on a stable surface and hold it securely to prevent slipping as you work. Cut the jug horizontally, leaving the handle intact for easy carrying. Aim to cut about halfway up the jug to create a deep, bowl-like container. Ensure that the handle remains connected to the top rim, as this will give you a firm grip while moving the pail from one spot to another. Smooth out any sharp edges with sandpaper or scissors to avoid accidental cuts. Once your milk jug pail is ready, pour in the desired amount of paint. The wide opening makes it easy to dip brushes or small rollers without spilling. The compact size also makes it ideal for carrying up ladders or working in areas like closets or trim work. The benefits of this hack extend beyond cost savings. The jug's built-in handle and lightweight design make it easy to carry, while the disposable nature ensures there's less mess to clean up after the job. For best results, line the inside with a plastic bag for quick cleanup and reuse. This handy DIY pail simplifies your painting projects, giving you more time to focus on a flawless finish. 33. Duct tape quick fix for leaks. Leaks, whether from a pipe, hose, or container, can cause frustration and damage if not addressed immediately. While a permanent repair is always the end goal, duct tape offers a reliable and quick temporary solution to stop leaks in their tracks. This versatile, heavy-duty adhesive creates a strong, watertight seal, making it a must-have for emergency fixes in both indoor and outdoor settings. To start, ensure the surface around the leak is as clean and dry as possible. Wiping away dirt, grease, and moisture helps the duct tape adhere securely and create a tighter seal. For leaks that are actively dripping or spraying, turn off the water supply or reduce the pressure to the area if possible. Cut or tear a piece of duct tape long enough to completely wrap around the leaking area, overlapping itself for added strength. Begin by placing the tape directly over the source of the leak, then wrap it tightly around the surface. Use several layers to reinforce the seal, making sure each layer adheres smoothly without wrinkles or gaps that could compromise the patch. If the leak is located in a hard-to-reach spot, use smaller pieces of tape and press them firmly into place to cover the affected area. For cylindrical leaks, such as from a garden hose or pipe, spiral the tape around the surface while pulling it taut for maximum compression. The benefits of using duct tape are many. It's affordable, easy to use, and works across a variety of materials including plastic, metal, and rubber. However, it's important to remember that this is a temporary fix. Plan to address the issue with a permanent repair as soon as possible. Keep a roll of duct tape in your home or toolkit for peace of mind, knowing you're prepared for quick leak emergencies.